I'll turn to a convertible.
YouTube is a strange place.
41 fucking... Yo, Tainted, I know you did not just send me a 41! I'm watching 3 minutes of this.
Anyone can upload to the website as much as they want at virtually no cost. This low entry bar is allowed for some truly unusual and disturbing pieces of art to call the website. I came across this chart that originated from Reddit user Beanburger9 that lists some of these videos and series in order of increasing obscurity and creepiness. Before I start, I guarantee that nobody watching this video is subscribed to me. I make videos covering indie games and videos similar to the ones on this Iceberg. I actually have a series where I'm reviewing Adult Swim infomercials, one of which appears on this chart. If you like that kind of stuff, click the subscribe button. Alright, enough shameless promoting. Let's dive in.
The sky.
The weird side of YouTube. The weird side of YouTube is...
Yes, the weird side of YouTube is where you're gonna find UFO, ET, Yeti shit. People in the chat's not gonna know what the fuck that is, but I found the video literally called at one time and I never found it again.
It's a phrase and belief that if you watch enough suggested videos, the algorithm will carry you to the so-called weird side of YouTube.
Yes, the weird side.
All of these following videos are classic weird side content. Fake anti-piracy screens. There was a recent trend where people would create fake anti-piracy screens for older video games. Tech Rules, a channel that explains video game coding tricks, has a great video where he analyzes the trend. Elsagate. Elsagate was a YouTube community movement that aimed to expose the strange and sometimes inappropriate videos aimed at kids on YouTube. The controversy was named Elsagate, as characters like Elsa from Frozen and Spider-Man made frequent appearances in the Unsettling videos. Salad Fingers. Salad Fingers is an insanely popular YouTube animated series, revolving around the titular character and his strange antics. The series ran for 12 years, and the host channel has nearly 250 million views. It was quite a hard series to miss. Lost Episode Creepypasta videos. Lost Episode Creepypastas are a genre of creepypasta, revolving around obscure and disturbing episodes of kids' shows that were left on the cutting room floor. The most popular one is Red Mist, or as it's known more commonly, Squidward Suicide. The story is full of tropes like the overuse of the adjective hyper-realistic and many more dumb creepypasta tropes. But that didn't stop me from watching video readings of it as a dumb child.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is a short film series created by Becky Sloan and Joseph Pelling, known for its interesting art style and puppet characters. Originally intended as a standalone student film, the series became a pioneer by being crowdfunded on Patreon. The main critiques of the series revolve around British children's TV, and its approach to topics like incorrect creativity, product placement, and mostly ignoring actual education. There's a full-length TV show in the works that has a trailer, but it might take a second before it comes out. Smile HD. Smile HD is an animated My Little Pony gore music video. The original upload dates back to 2013, but this version has been deleted. The video survives on and re-uploads in reaction videos. Happy Tree Friends. Happy Tree Friends is a series by Mondo
What video
Media.
was that?
Happy Tree Friends is similar to Smile HD.
You said it was a gore video? I never watched that. You said not Smile HD. What happened? I've never watched Smile HD. You said watch it? Nah, I don't think I want to. That shit sounds nasty. Happy Tree Friends, I hated this show. I felt like anybody who watched this show when I was younger was trying their hardest to look like an edgelord, but they just came off looking like fucking cringe.
So that it ropes you in with cute cartoon characters and then shocks you with the gore. There's not really a deep story or anything, it's just meant to be as shocking as possible. The most popular episode, Lemonade, definitely scarred some kids for life.
Yo, Petscop? Yo! Petscop, bro. Hello?
Local 58. Local 58 is a horror series that presents itself as scary broadcast interruptions. There's an overarching story about the moon and mind control, but all the videos stand alone great. Myself and many others were introduced to the series through the popular video Contingency. Other popular videos are Real Sleep and Show for Children. If you haven't seen their videos before, I strongly recommend watching them.
I am the beast that cuts the meat. Now that you're dead, you can sink in your teeth.
Beasts. Beast is an animated music video for a song of the same name. The video has these strange animated green beasts that announce their societal role. The video is bookended by a shot of the Earth. At the beginning it looks normal, but at the end of the song, the Earth begins to turn yellow. This is likely a commentary on climate change and the destructive nature of human society on our environment. The song is really catchy too, which is nice.
Ben drowned! That's how he looked.
Ben Drowned. Ben Drowned is a creepypasta and series of ROM hack Let's Plays. The story is about a haunted copy of the game Majora's Mask. This copy is said to contain the spirit of Ben, a child who drowned. The story was revolutionary at the time for using gameplay videos to enhance a creepypasta. The Ben statue literally gave me nightmares when I was younger. It's so unsettling. Petscop. Petscop is another ARG, inspired in large part by creepypastas such as the previous entry. The series has 24 installments, all of them featuring strange and eerie gameplay made by the creator.
Yo, thank you for the 100 bits. I remember, yeah, they did reference the Squidward shit in the episode, and I heard they had to take it down.
I Feel Fantastic. I Feel Fantastic is the worst Taylor Swift music video. The video is of a singing robot repeating that they, well, feel fantastic. There are a lot of rumors going around about the video being tied to a serial killer, or the robot being a killer that wore the clothes of her victims, but these were all false. The video is just a very strange art project. Blank Room Soup. Blankroomsoup.avi is an alleged dark web torture video. The true origin is actually kind of sad. The video contains a distressed man eating soup while two costume characters torture him. The costumes were originally created by artist Raymond Percy and were stolen before one of his live shows. The video is believed to have been made to taunt him over his art being stolen. Obey the Walrus. Obey the Walrus is a weird video from the early days of YouTube. It gained a reputation for being very disturbing and frightening. All the video consists of is footage of actor Goddess Bunny, a disabled drag queen who actually passed away recently, and a reversed version of the song The Itsy Bitsy Spider. The video is called Obey the Walrus because of the walrus scene at the end of the video. This video is not particularly scary, it's just really strange. Hey Walter. Hey Walter, Meet My New Girlfriend is a fake kidnapping video. The video stars a Redditor who's making a video for his friend Walter to describe how he picked up a girl and brought her home. We then find out that he kidnapped her and tied her up in his bathroom. The video is a hoax, but that didn't stop people trying to connect it to a real missing persons case. Meet My New Girlfriend was removed and a police investigation was launched, which proved the obvious truth that this video was made to scare people. Username 666. Username 666 is another horror video from the early days of YouTube. The video is about how, if you continually go to the user page for YouTube profile 666 Bloody Mary style, you'll eventually reach the page. When you reach the channel, your user interface becomes graphic and unsettling videos will play. Channel 666 will eventually take over your computer and maybe do something worse. It's a computer, what can it do? The video was a viral hit and went on to play a large part in inspiring YouTube horror as a whole. The Dawn Is Your Enemy. The Dawn Is Your Enemy was a sign-off bumper for the Cartoon Network programming block Adult Swim. The video was made intentionally scary in case any children stayed up too late or woke up too early to watch TV. The video became a hit on YouTube because of its unsettling nature. There was a creepypasta that says that there's an extended version of it that was too graphic to play on TV, but there's no evidence to prove or disprove this event.
Really?
Adult Swim revived the bumper recently for an update titled The Sun Is Your Frenemy.
Oh.
I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I am Poppy.
Yo.
Poppy.
Yo, fuck Poppy, bro. Fuck Poppy. Fuck Poppy. I remember when she was so viral. Oh my god, bro. I listened to her music as of recent. Resident Sleeper.
Poppy was a strange piece of performance art in a YouTube ARG. The Poppy character was made to comment on the emptiness of pop music and its very artificial feel. She's moved away from this angle and is now a touring musician, and she seems to be making fairly good music.
I'm feeling a light to decent 8 on this one. Transition.
Light to decent 8? He gave her an 8? What album was this? He never gives high scores like that. Motherfucker gave her an 8?
Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to watch anime at 5 AM on Adult Swim like Inuyasha. And every time it goes to 6 AM the Until Dawn eyes scared me.
Really? I didn't know that. Damn, some of you guys got spooked.
Little Baby's Ice Cream. Little Baby's Ice
Oh, I
Cream is a
remember
strange
this
series
video.
of commercials. Their most famous upload is This Is a Special Time. The commercial has a woman staring at the viewer while covered in ice cream. She takes a spoonful of hair ice cream and eats it. The weird music and flat narration makes the whole commercial have an eerie feel. There are other commercials, but none of them really have the same impact.
We all scream for Little Baby's Ice Cream.
Okay, maybe that one comes close. Pizza Time Pizza. Pizza Time Pizza is a cult ARG series created by YouTuber and fellow Alex Bale. Alex has created other terrifying content like the Airbud rap, so horror is definitely his strong suit. In all seriousness, it was a very well done series. It's only 10 episodes plus some other small side content, so I definitely recommend giving it a chance. Dad. Dad is another ARG, and I hope you're not getting sick of hearing about them because they're not going away soon. Dad is a strange channel because he's trying to run an ARG, parody popular YouTube content, and also be a serious YouTuber of his own at the same time.
Dad is not doing good.
His lore videos are well produced, and he's interacted with some major channels like MatPat and Nightmind. He's an incredibly well-rounded content creator and a pretty good DJ. Cat Ghost. Cat Ghost is an animated ARG series. This ARG had good animation and came with some playable games that fleshed out the lore Five Nights at Freddy's style. I never kept up with the story, but the pilot and Gideon are pretty perfect in my opinion.
There is something wrong with Teddy. Don't worry, Teddy. The doctor's going to find out what is wrong.
Teddy Has an Operation. Teddy Has an Operation is the weirdest Build-A-Bear commercial ever. This genuinely disturbing video has a surgeon perform a rehabilitative surgery on a teddy bear, so he'll love kids again. The surgeon removes cigarette butts, toy bugs, and an evil action figure from his cow-sized heart. I have to admit, after rewatching this one while writing the script, after the original shock, it was kind of strangely comforting in a way. Nothing explicitly malicious or scary happens, and in the end, everything ends up fine. Sitting and Smiling. Sitting and Smiling is a long-running series where the creator, Benjamin Bennett, sits and smiles at the camera for 4 hours. He never breaks his concentration, even when, in an early episode, someone breaks into his house. The intruder is horrified to see a man sitting and smiling at a webcam, so he immediately leaves.
No
Benjamin has recorded
way!
his meditation session 314 times now, at the time of recording, with all of them being at least 4 hours. He livestreams all of his sessions. Agamemnon Counterpart. Agamemnon Counterpart is what kid shows would look like if they were made by aliens after we went extinct. The video opens with a disclaimer that states the video we're about to see is a recovered cassette from the year 2571. But wait. The video we're about to watch is then stated to not be the contents of the ancient artifact. Following this, there's about a...
So you telling me this man stood smiling while his house got broken into, did not break character, probably was in the mentality of like, well, if I'm gonna die, this is gonna be the best video ever type shit. Like, he did not break his concentration and was just gonna accept what was gonna happen to him. The guy could have just hit him in the back with a baseball bat or some shit. That's crazy.
a minute of surreal animation. I think this video is hilarious because it reminds me of the fact that one day, humans will go extinct, and the last remnant of our society could be the Minions movie. Agamemnon Counterpart is similar to how aliens might understand and try and reconstruct our media in the future.
I remember him.
Buff Corel. Buff Corel is a dance, karaoke, and fitness channel. The reason I put him on this list is because he's been dancing the same way, in the same apartment, in front of the same poster of himself for 7 years. He also appears to Vaseline his hair back and have massive drawn-on eyebrows. I definitely respect the dedication to his bit, but it's really strange. He does have a beautiful voice, though. Happy Anniversary. Happy Anniversary is a video of an old man laughing at his camera for a minute. This may seem like an old man who just accidentally uploaded something to YouTube, but there's a more sinister side to the video. The really disturbing element is the caption, Happy Anniversary 112 Dirtbag. The video was uploaded on the anniversary of the disappearance of Mara Murray on Route 112. When the victim's father was interviewed on the crime, he called the supposed kidnapper of Mara a dirtbag, hence the eerie caption. The old man was tracked down and investigated by the police, but they couldn't get any leads from him. Either the video was an astronomically unlucky coincidence, or the old man is a real messed up form of humor. Lasagna Cat. Lasagna Cat is a series created by Fatal Farm. Here's a fun Fatal Farm fact. Smart Pipe, the Adult Swim infomercial, was also created by them. This series analyzes Garfield comics by having actors act them out in real life, and then showing the source material. There's usually some sort of remix or expansion added onto the joke, like a Final Fantasy parody, or somebody telling an hour-long story about how the comic changed their life. The whole point was to show that Garfield, on its own, despite its popularity, is not funny, but when it's remixed, it becomes way more interesting. Garfield is a character with universal appeal that could theoretically one day make some sort of ironic comeback in pop culture. The series is most famous for a 4-hour-long sex survey result video, where they ask people to call in, give their name, and give their previous number of sexual partners. Grow64. Grow64 is an ARG created by Adam Butcher of Internet Story fame. The story is about a cancelled N64 game called Catastrophe Crow. Butcher is the host of an informational video covering the history and tragic backstory of the game. He goes to great lengths at the start to establish credibility as a Nick Robinson-type YouTuber, and it works. I won't talk too much about this one, because it's really something everyone should experience unspoiled. Go watch it after you're finished here. It does not disappoint.
Oh, that game looks cool.
WebDriver Torso. WebDriver Torso was a YouTube test upload channel. WebDriver Torso had over 600,000 videos, most of which featured flashing red and blue boxes and strange high-pitched noises. There were a few deviations, though. A video of the Eiffel Tower, a Rickroll, and a paywalked video of Aqua Teen Hunger Force in French. The channel was created to test YouTube features by Google engineers and was never meant to be found by anyone. There is Nothing. Dining Room, or There is Nothing, is a viral pre-YouTube video. The video features a strange clay-looking woman say a distorted phrase and then drop her head in the bowl in front of her. At this point, the video reverses itself, and when played backwards, we can make out the words, "There is nothing." The video was viral before YouTube, but the website helped it remain relevant.
Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown. I'm just talking to the camera, and I'm gonna show you guys how I feed Alan.
Daisy Brown. Daisy Brown is a horror series about Daisy and her pet monster Alan. Alan is a puppet monster that cleverly communicates with custom closed captions. The series documents Alan's growth from baby size to a full-grown adult. Alan is likely a metaphor for domestic abuse and parental trauma, because there's quite a focus on Daisy being bruised and her elusive father. The series was definitely very homemade, but that didn't stop it from blowing up. I enjoy the Daisy Brown channel because it's an example of amateur horror content done right. What's stopping you from grabbing your phone and filming your viral horror hit? She recently made a personal channel answering Q&A questions about the series. It's really interesting to finally have behind-the-scenes info. This house has people in it. I covered this video in my series on the Adult Swim infomercials, which you can find in the iCard. (11B-X-1371). 11B-X-1371 is an art project created by Parker Wright. The video has a plague doctor staring at the camera, while Morse code messages are played. The video's messages contain cryptic allusions to a plague hitting America. Maybe Wright was, in fact, right about that. There was a shitty Vice video that tried to solve the mystery, kinda like that movie Searching, but it really doesn't add anything.
Feel good today.
I hate these types of videos.
You're stronger than you think.
Oh, I got Pepto-Bismol on his teeth.
Feel Good Today. Feel Good Today is an inspirational video by Jordan Underneath. Jordan used to be a video game YouTuber, but he eventually broke away from that and committed to making horror short films. Feel Good Today is a sequel to the short film I'm Here to Help, and it's the second appearance of the dinosaur therapist. My interpretation is that the video is supposed to comment on the sometimes cold and insensitive aspects of therapy. The dinosaur encourages just feeling good and ignoring the sadness you feel. Behind the scenes, though, he's been running calculations and experimenting on therapy in a way not too dissimilar to pharmaceutical companies. That's just my interpretation, though. And if for any of these entries you perceived anything different, please leave a comment. Alan Tutorial. Alan Tutorial is a series created by Alan Resnick. Alan is the creator of many great projects like Live Forever As You Are Now, This House Has People in It, and unedited footage of a bear. The channel was created to parody shitty tutorials on YouTube, and features Alan's descent into insanity. Alan can do no wrong, and this series is not an exception.
I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me, some kind of animal cannibal.
Possibly in Michigan.
What?
Possibly in Michigan is a 1983 horror musical short film. The film follows a cannibal as he stalks two female best friends through a mall. They go home together and the cannibal follows them. In a surprise twist, the two women kill the cannibal and proceed to eat him.
What?
While eating, they're both topless and smoking, which among many other hints has led people to think that the film is about being a lesbian. I couldn't believe that this film is 38 years old. The humor seems far too modern and definitely ahead of its time. The internet agrees because it both went viral on Reddit and TikTok. Pickle Surprise. Pickle Surprise is a short film created by Tom Rubens and other famous drag queens such as RuPaul in the year 1989. The video features the queens making a ham sandwich and repeating that there's a pickle surprise. Hopefully you understand what pickle they're referring to, so I won't have to explain it. The video is really funny and shows how much we owe the LGBT community for experimental art in the past. Meat Sleep. Meat Sleep is an ARG created to look like it was made by a serial killer. The narrative focused around a fictional killer named Meat, who cannibalizes his victims. Most videos feature strange imagery paired with even stranger audio. The series was created by members of the 4chan Paranormal Board. The team decided to end the series because they had some psychotic fans accusing people of being meat in real life. The "You Live Here" line from Ingrate is truly horrifying, and that one video is a pretty good summary of the entire project if you want a taste of it. Look at the Clown. Look at the Clown is a fake exposure therapy video meant to alleviate chlorophobia in children. The video consists of flashing images of clowns while scary carnival music plays. This whole video has a threatening aura from the slides at the beginning, and that makes you imagine the horror of a child viewing this program. The channel this is on has a whole series of exposure therapy videos covering different topics in an equally unhelpful way. Shay St. John. Shay St. John
That's
is a
scary
character
as
created by
fuck.
the late punk artist Eric Forner. The character is featured prominently in short films he created. Shay was a model who was hit by a train and became a quadruple amputee. Fortunately for her, though, she was able to replace her limbs and parts of her face with mannequin parts. The original videos date back to 2006 and 7, but they have since been removed by YouTube. Robert Heltman. Robert Heltman was the channel responsible for the Surreal Daisy series. The whole series was uploaded at the same time, and has footage of what people presume to be a corpse named Daisy. The only character in the series is Daisy's supposed killer, who plays with her lifeless body. The series is incredibly short, with the video runtimes adding up to only 5 minutes and 37 seconds. The descriptions are very infantilizing of Daisy, which has led people to assume that the killer views the body as his child.
The bottom of the iceberg, Jesus. Oh my goodness, I've never seen this weird shit. Yo, I'm never watching a video that this guy sends me ever again.
Plastic Men. Plastic Men is another video in the Treats for Beasts series. The video appears to be a loop of a beast saying, "Plastic men, women, and children want to tickle me in the wilderness. They watch as I caress my exposed spine. I'm ashamed of my own body." The loop repeats for about a minute and a half. The video is quite unnerving because you can tell the beast is in pain and afraid of the plastic people looming over him that keep getting closer and closer with each loop. Many commenters have compared the beast's fear to PTSD from being assaulted. He was tickled and forced to expose himself without consent, and now he harbors body dysmorphia. Art can be a good medium to help people express trauma.
Oh my
Plastic Men's
goodness.
message has definitely resonated with members of the YouTube community. Poochie and
Damn.
Pansy. Poochie and Pansy is a Flash animation series tied to an ARG. The series features cute animals getting into wacky and uncharacteristic situations. The series heavily relies on jump scares to be even remotely scary, giving the whole project kind of a cheap horror feel. I can't recommend watching this one unless you like going deaf from all the screamers. There's a remastered version of episode 1 that has no jump scare, and I actually enjoyed it. I hope if they ever remaster the other episodes, they focus more on distortion than just scary loud noises.
Oh, this is so cute. Oh, fuck no. Oh, nah, I don't want it.
Poco Poco Shopping. Poco Poco Shopping is another horror short film from the creator of username 666, Piropido. Piropido is a Japanese artist who combines morbid imagery with dolls, and nowhere is this more prevalent than in this entry. Poco Poco Shopping is an animated toy unboxing video that has blatant satanic imagery. The dolls, while reviewing products that they bought, are lit on fire and then gutted gruesomely. The creator has stated that all of his pieces just exist to exist and don't really have a hidden meaning, but there's no way that this doesn't have any subtext.
Yeah,
Recently,
true.
The video's English captions were hijacked, and while some people might find it funny, I think it was kind of a bad thing to do. It's like showing up to an art gallery just to write around the paintings in Sharpie. Sure, it's not damaging, but you're ruining someone's experience. The Maker. The Maker is a short film from Christopher and Christine Gazilos. Touching on themes
Yo, I
like the
saw
circle of
teeth!
life and futility of human existence, the film has a clay creature create and educate his successor. When his hourglass is up, he fades away for his creation to come to life and fill his role. His creation is his daughter that he created, and he spent his entire life trying to equip her with knowledge and help prepare her for life struggles. This desire is tied into all our minds with our desire to make and provide for children. Without the cycle scene in The Maker happening millions of times throughout history, nobody would be here were it not for the sacrifices of our ancestors. I disagree with the placement of this entry because 13 million views is quite a bit compared to the upcoming videos, but there's no question that this is one of the best animated shorts on YouTube. Cameraheads. Cameraheads is a video of TV static. The video is about 9 minutes of nothing with a few creepy bits thrown in. The real significance of the video is its supposed tie to a lost creepypasta. Allegedly, the pasta originated around 2008 and had someone named Trevor being kidnapped by a camerahead. A man with a camera for a head, I presume.
What?
An event that's supposedly represented in this video.
Camerahead?
Whether or not this video is tied to the creepypasta, or even if cameraheads existed in the first place, is still a mystery.
Do not be afraid.
Angel. Angel is a creepy edited video of the Czech character Radifak Plachka. His name roughly translates to the nosy blanket.
Oh my
in English.
god!
The nosy blanket sporadically moves around the scene while strange music plays and demonic noises come out of his mouth. The edited video is likely inspired by Blame It on George's top 20 unintentionally disturbing kids characters from around the world, where he placed third on the list. The upload dates support this, with George's video predating Angel by about a year.
Fucking A.
On this big, alright, if it's a male, you might have lines like that from the baldness, okay? Now, so what you do, you grab it around here. You grab it here and peel it back like that, okay? Peel it back, alright, and it'll pull off, it'll make a disgusting sound.
Grave Robbing for Morons. Grave Robbing for Morons is an instructional video on how to steal from the dead. A teen shows off his plunder of human remains and gives questionable pointers on how you could do it too.
What?
The video has a very late 80s and early 90s VHS feel, almost like you could have found it in the back room of a family video years ago. The film allegedly was released with a few other shorts on VHS, but the only surviving physical copies of this collection are DVDs. There is a VHS you can buy of the film individually from an indie horror company, King of the Witches. The video is most likely a fake produced by them, but it's quite convincing.
Wow. Abyss!
Witajcie w naszym poradniku.
Smile Guide. Smile Guide is a horror series from the channel Karina Grisbo TV. The series is made to replicate an old VHS recording of an 80s show. Karina Grisbo TV is based in Poland, so the series has quite a bit of imagery and themes that reference the Cold War and Poland under communist rule. There's also quite a lot of references to mushrooms and psychedelics use, especially with the title that translates in English to Land of Mushrooms. This entry is far too low in my opinion, so it's quite popular, but it's become more obscure in recent years.
You know, I've learned to walk around inside my own head. Now, that may sound silly to you, but it's been very, very helpful to me. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh no.
You want to try it.
Limbo, The Organized Mind. Limbo, The Organized Mind is a short film by Jim Henson. The film stars the Muppet Limbo, as he discusses the different regions of his mind. Limbo is a pair of eyes and a mouth, which paired with the retro analog computer animations make him really uncanny looking. The short has a really incredible soundtrack too. I think that the piece is about someone trying to put together their mind after suffering from PTSD-like symptoms. In the short, towards the end, gunshots shatter a pane of glass, representing Limbo's sanity. It's quite confusing how a piece of art by one of the most popular children's artists could be this obscure and creepy.
The educational video. Lesson 1. Room orientation. Oh god, what the fuck is happening?
PHR 2-771. PHR 2-711 is a video from the channel Espacio Omnian. The video this entry references is kind of trying so hard to be scary, it ends up being campy, but there's one thing that can't be denied. The music is really good. Their most recent upload is Inside Elevator 33, and I checked that one out instead. It's basically just a 17-minute EP of electronic music, and it sounds great.
Oh no. Don't mess up Jesus.
Imagindom. Imagindom is a YouTube channel run by a schizophrenic Satanist. This isn't an ARG though, this is someone's real art. The videos focus on topics centered around his disillusionment with society. The production is minimal, but it feels so genuine. The last two videos center around the creator discovering he has cancer. Upon learning this, he flies to a first world country for a biopsy and a second opinion. He learns that the first diagnosis he got was wrong, and decides to live life to the fullest. This series has stuck around in my mind for years, and I doubt I'll ever find a channel as visceral as Imagindom. All the content discussed in this next layer is
you tell me that they misdiagnosed him?
Probably isn't for you.
Dark Abyss.
Mondo films. Mondo is a genre of exploitation documentary films from the 60s and 70s, started by the Italian film Mondo Carne. Basically, think Cannibal Holocaust, but real. The films contain many graphic and shocking scenes of death, war, animal cruelty, and racism. Some of them contain important historical documentation in some scenes, but many other scenes are disturbing and unnecessary. You would think that YouTube, being the squeaky clean platform that it is, would never allow this content up, but you can watch many full Mondo films on the site. Plasma Master Don. Plasma Master Don was an elderly man who used to upload covers of popular songs. He used to be viewed as a wholesome YouTuber, until it was unearthed that he was a child predator. YouTuber Nick Crowley made an expose video about the similarities he shared to someone on the Federal Sex Offender Registry, and just 10 days after this viral video was posted, Don passed away. If everything was true, it's safe to say he won't be missed. Monkey hate. I can't believe this exists. Monkey hate is a community of people that hate monkeys and want to inflict violence on them.
What?
There are many theories ranging from trolling, people's hate of humanoid-like animals, or the posters being from countries where monkeys are a common pest. I can't imagine hurting any animal unless it's for food, but these people seem to take joy in the thought of hurting monkeys for entertainment. Mr. Sleepy People. Mr. Sleepy People was a former YouTube channel that would post videos of himself opening sleeping girls' eyelids to, as he insinuates, lick their eyes while they slept.
What?
Unfortunately, he was not the only person doing this, and there's a very big sleep fetish rabbit hole on YouTube. Very obviously, the women could not consent as they were not only asleep, but, according to the title, sometimes drunk too. This is by far one of the darkest YouTube communities. Fake Animal Rescue. Fake Animal Rescue is a trend of videos where people would either endanger their animals or intentionally hurt them and then show footage recorded before to make it seem like they rescued them. The channels that participated in this would accept donations, essentially meaning that they were paid to commit their atrocities. More animal abuse on YouTube, what a surprise. Mr. Anime. Mr. Anime was a popular YouTuber who suddenly became a serial killer, murdering his mother, father, and brother in a blind rage. His content seemed innocent, only occasionally talking about his casual interest in firearms. It was quite a tragic event because it seemed like there wasn't a ton of premeditation. He just snapped one day, He's currently being held in a psychiatric hospital. Gore. It's just gore. Do I need to explain this? You can find it on YouTube, because of course you can. Well, that sucked, but hopefully you learned something. I certainly did, and that's why I love horror content, and why I hate the real-life equivalent that's sometimes only one bad click away. If there's anything I missed, please comment down below, and maybe I'll do a follow-up. I have a playlist that contains videos from all the entries I mentioned in the first 7 tiers. Have fun.
Yo, we actually watched this thing all the way through. Tainted, you bitch.